Get ready for some high-stakes baseball action. We start tonight with a major trade buzz. Former Mets and Dodgers All-Star Michael Conforto is emerging as the Cubs' most likely trade candidate, boasting an incredible .984 ops against right-handed pitching. We dive deep into why this veteran outfielder, despite a tough year with the Dodgers, is exactly what the Chicago Cubs need to bolster their platoon and potentially net a veteran relief pitcher for the team. This player's matchup potential is set to shake up the league.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the intense matchup brewing between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. The Cubs are coming into this clash with a 7-game winning streak, looking like the team to beat in the NL Central, and we break down the odds and predictions for tonight's game. We'll examine the potent Cubs' offense, their strong run support, and how the slumping Reds, led by Brady Singer, are facing serious pressure in this critical contest. Now, let's turn our attention to pitching drama as the Chicago Cubs avoid a nightmare scenario involving Framber Valdez. We explore the reasons why Valdez was never a fit for the Cubs, looking at the red flags, including his past actions with his coaching staff and his recent confrontation with the Detroit Tigers, which suggests the Cubs made the right move by trading for Alex Cabrera instead. This story reveals the crucial roster decisions shaping the Cubs' future. Finally, we wrap up with pure baseball heroics as Michael Busch controls the moment to extend the Cubs' home winning streak to 12. We analyze how Busch's clutch hitting, including a crucial tying home run in the 8th and driving in the winning run in extras, has become a superpower for the team. Don't miss a single play. Don't forget to stay tuned right here for all the latest baseball news and analysis. The Chicago Cubs are positioning themselves to make a significant trade, with former Mets and Dodgers All-Star Michael Conforto emerging as the most likely candidate. The move centers on Conforto's exceptional performance against right-handed pitching, boasting a .984 ops in that matchup. This strong performance was highlighted after Conforto hit a walk-off home run against the Cincinnati Reds on Monday night. According to Bleacher Report's Kerry Miller, Conforto has demonstrated significant potential despite limited playing time. In just 39 at-bats, he has achieved a triple-slash line of .323436548, with nearly all of those hits coming against right-handed pitchers. Conforto signed with the Cubs for just $2 million after experiencing a disappointing 2025 season with the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Cubs have been strategically utilizing him by funneling him into at-bats almost exclusively against right-handed pitching, which has yielded the impressive OPS. Miller suggested that Conforto presents a compelling option for the Cubs, either as a platoon player or a fourth outfielder for teams needing versatility. He noted that even though his previous season with the Dodgers was unsuccessful, there would be considerable interest in acquiring him as a left-handed bat for a corner outfield spot or a designated hitter platoon. The consensus suggests that if Conforto can continue to dominate against southpaws, the situation could be mutually beneficial for the Cubs, potentially allowing them to secure a veteran relief pitcher on an expiring contract. The report emphasizes that this trade scenario offers a clear win-win potential for the Chicago club. The Chicago Cubs are heavily favored to take on the Cincinnati Reds in tonight's MLB matchup, entering the contest with a strong 7-game winning streak. The Cubs arrive as significant favorites, bolstered by a potent offense that ranks in the top 5 in runs, hits, and OPS. Starting pitcher Colin Rea is in good form, having won 4 of his last 5 starts and boasting a 4.41 ERA, with the team recording a 16-5 record at Wrigley Field this season. Conversely, the Cincinnati Reds are facing a challenging stretch, having lost 6 consecutive games on the road. Their starter, Brady Singer, has posted a 5.57 ERA this year, and he faces pressure against a Chicago lineup that has scored 5 or more runs in 6 of its past 8 contests. Statistical insights suggest a favorable matchup for the Cubs. The Reds are struggling significantly, sitting at rock bottom in the majors for hits and batting average, and have struck out 21 times in this series against Chicago. Despite the Reds' struggles at the plate, Cincinnati has been a magnet for the over, with the total going over in 7 of their last 10 games and 7 of the Cubs' last 10 contests featuring 9 or more runs. Recent performance also points toward a higher scoring game. The Cubs have averaged 5.36 runs per game this year, and key hitters like Michael Busch are heating up this month with a .471 batting average. While the total has exceeded the average in Rhea's previous starts, Singer's recent performance, including a Friday outing where he gave up 4 runs on 7 hits, suggests potential volatility. Betting lines reflect the sentiment, with the moneyline favoring the Cubs at -168 and the over-under set at 8 runs. The over is favored by the Cubs, holding a 22-14 record this season. The game is scheduled for Wednesday, May 6, 2026, at 7:40 p.m. ET at Wrigley Field. The Chicago Cubs have successfully avoided a potential major headache by ruling out Framber Valdez as a fit for their roster, contrasting sharply with the situation faced by the Detroit Tigers. Speculation had surfaced that the Cubs might become involved in bidding for Valdez as he explored the free agent market, particularly after the trade for Edward Cabrera, which aimed to bolster pitching depth. However, internal assessments indicated clear reasons why Valdez would not integrate well into the Cubs organization. The Cubs' focus has been clearly on high-impact acquisitions, evidenced by the signing of Alex Bregman to a 5-year, $175 million contract. This move signaled a commitment to veteran leadership and intangible value, a dynamic they felt was missing in Valdez. Valdez's tenure with the Houston Astros was marked by controversial on-field incidents, including throwing his coaching staff under the bus regarding defensive alignment and intentionally crossing up his own catcher, 2 red flags that likely disqualified him from the Cubs' radar. Despite his pitching profile, these behaviors did not align with the team's culture. In contrast, Valdez's recent performance with the Detroit Tigers escalated quickly. During a game where Detroit needed veteran innings, Valdez intentionally struck Trevor Story, leading to benches clearing. This incident has likely resulted in a suspension and a loss of respect from his manager, as noted by A.J. Hinch, who stated that confrontations on the field often leave a negative feeling. From a purely roster construction perspective, the Cubs' decision to trade for Cabrera instead of signing Valdez made strategic sense. This allowed them to direct financial resources toward Bregman and developing prospects like Pete Crow Armstrong and Nico Hoerner. Ultimately, the Cubs have avoided dealing with the organizational turmoil that Valdez represents. The Chicago Cubs extended their home winning streak to 13, powered by a commanding performance from Michael Busch. The corner infielder once again proved to be the catalyst for the victory, tying the game in the 8th inning and driving in the winning run in extra innings. Busch's heroic efforts keep the momentum surging for the team. The game featured a low-scoring affair, with the Reds taking an early lead. However, the Cubs showed resilience, with Busch hitting a solo home run to tie the game at 2 runs. The Cubs capitalized on this momentum, securing the second walk-off hit in succession. Busch's performance was exceptional, contributing 3 hits in 4 at-bats, including a home run and 2 RBIs. His ability in situational hitting has been highlighted as a superpower, allowing him to overtake opponents in recent series. In this specific game, Busch accounted for 2 of the Cubs' 3 runs. He was not the sole hero, with Alex Bregman providing an RBI in the 7th inning to put the Cubs on the scoreboard. The Cubs' offense struggled overall, going 2 for 12 with runners in scoring position, underscoring the importance of clutch timing. However, key swings proved decisive. On the mound, Jameson Taillon delivered a solid outing, pitching 5 and 2 innings and allowing only 2 earned runs, both coming from solo home runs. Taillon recorded 5 strikeouts, though the second earned run occurred on one of his final pitches. Ultimately, Michael Busch dictated the conclusion of the game, ensuring that crucial opportunities were seized. His ability to control the moment separates a good lineup from a truly dangerous one, positioning him as a key player capable of taking control in high-pressure situations.